turn my mic off as well while we work.
When the sun stopped in the sky, life continued as normal. Then the stone-armored dredge reappeared, ancient foes from the far northern reaches, and the world was thrown into chaos. Giant Varl defenders were slaughtered, their strongholds destroyed. Now Hakon is the Varl king and protects who is left of his race. Rook, a humble hunter and father of Alette, found himself leading frightened clansmen towards safety. His caravan crossed paths with Juno and Eyvind, two of the mysterious spellweavers known as Menders, who know something about the massive, mountain-breaking serpent on the loose. In Borsgard, a town under the protection of the mercenary leader Bolverk, both Varl and human stood against a dredge general, the immortal Sunder, known as Bellower. Juno devised a way to stop Bellower, but it cost the life of one held dear. The saga continues.
There we go. Almost remembered what happened in the first game. So yeah, let's get the new game going. Import save or choose a hero. Well, I don't have the old save, so sadly we cannot use that. But you forgot who died actually? It was a choice between these guys. Like we have a choice now here because of one of them died, and you could choose which one went into there. And I chose Alette, and she died. So we're picking the Rook, at least to continue that much from where I left. Let me make myself just a tiny bit smaller so that text fits over there. I don't think I'm gonna read all of these texts. Maybe some at least. Overcome with grief from the death of his daughter at the Battle of Borsgard, Rook, a skilled hunter and proven leader, wonders why anyone would still follow his lead. With the help of a lifelong friend, the giant warl Ivar, perhaps he can change the tragic pattern of losing those who depend on him and ensure the caravan's safety on the long journey to the human capital, Arberrang. I think so, Ferry. I think so. That was going to be a trilogy or something.
Tíminn líður áfram, eins og straumþung á sem fleytir okkur áfram. Time continues washing over us, moment after moment, like waves on a coast. Some more fierce, more violent than others. So few of my kind, the giant world, remain alive. Even so, I find myself wondering if humans, while able to bear children, suffer more for the loss of loved ones. Several weeks have passed since we slew the Sunder known as Bellower, but the chaos of the world did not wither as we hoped. The world is breaking. We sail aboard hastily crafted ships for the safety of Arberrang, the human capital. But the river curses us with a clear view of the dredge, assaulting another hopeless village.
This game is also a pretty depression simulator. Just everything going to shit and everyone dying left and right. No happiness is to be found in this land. Move away from those glowing rogues. This one is mine. Good job. Oh no, the depths with you. To the depths with you. Did they change the combat system or this is a cutscene? Keep killing them. Sure. Damn it, Rook, quit running ahead. Yeah, you're an archer, don't run in there. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Nice. Oh look, that's a dredge with children. I think the implication was that the dredge are not actually that evil. They are just also running away from something and trying to survive in this breaking world. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your heroes are blue, the enemies are red. It is your turn to act. They did I think the combat system or the combat map looks a bit different than last time. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like they changed the combat grid a bit. Movement happens before action. Ring before shows that Ivor is active. Blue tiles around him show where he can move. Some heroes fill more tiles than others. The horned heroes are a race of giants called Warl, who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click the tile you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm. I really like that there is a confirm on that. Some other games like this could use a confirm on movement as well. Misclick square made in XCOM and we died. To target an enemy, click the tile where they stand. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon 2-8 show the damage you will do to that attacks that. Okay. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 8 strength means the character will now do 8 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in future. This enemy has only 7 strength remaining, blah blah blah, yeah. So it dies if we attack. And there's the extra points you can put in there. He's down. Each time you kill, make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your character. Without an enemy to reach, this dredge grunt will choose to smash an object in his way. The obstacle on the combat board will make you change tactics. So plan wisely. Make them work to your benefit. Now it's Hakon's turn. He appears to be out of range, but all heroes can use willpower to boost their action. By clicking on the cold tiles, a hero can move further than usual, at the cost of 1 willpower for each step that includes a cold tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy will show how close we will have to get to be in range. Move Hakon into range. So we'll lose 2 points of willpower. Clicking your hero's tile at any time will bring up all his combat options, including move, ability, attack, and in turn. Standard attacks only affect single enemy, but Hakon has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click Hakon's purple ability icon to access his ability now. Sundering Impact. The ability description appears as blah. Sundering Impact allows him to hit so hard that multiple agent tiles take damage on every hit. Select enemy tile and confirm. Powerful strike. When there is only one enemy left, heroes enter pillage mode. During pillage, each hero moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. Alia will rest his turn. Looks like my face is a bit in the way. Looks like the Dredge is in some trouble. Rook won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost his damage. Click the Dredge current tile to attack. And we can add a willpower. Yay! Not finished. It does look a bit different, the combat grid, but in a good way, I think. That's a great idea. Just run into all of that enemy. Alone. Hey, Super Dancer. Yeah, this is gonna go good for you, dude. It's a battle you cannot win, literally. Final blow directed at your head is deflected, and giant horns slam into the dredge surrounding you. Ivor pulls you to your feet and away from the combat as other fighters from your caravan rush in to finish off the enemy. How stupid are you? Ivor moves you past the crowd of worried villagers, ensuring you can stand on your own. I don't know what you were. He stops speaking as the villager chieftain approaches. A war leader saving a human village from those things. Legends are made of much less. Strange. Our neighbors are doing something odd. No war leader, just Ivor. Those things were a dredge. Like the stories you probably heard as a kid. And it was Rook who ordered us to stop. Forgive me, maybe it's this never-setting sun, or dredge, or the death of so many of my clansmen. Man-size appraise you, and he quickly nods. You can hear that? Yeah, it's kinda strange, Halden. I'm Alio, the Scald. Were you trying to drive the dredge all the way back to north by yourself? Yes. I wouldn't stop there. Alio looks into your eyes for a moment before recalling. Something terrible must have happened to have such a hatred for them. A topic for another time, Scald, maybe. Of course. Mind if I ask of news from Boy's Guard? We heard a rumor the Sundar Belor was laying waste to the town. More than a rumor, but he's been dealt with. By your clan, you are Sandra Slayers. Yes, we are. The therma makes Ivor wince and ends Aleo's excitement. But what about the deep shaking in the ground? Only yesterday we felt a rumble like none before. Could be the giant serpent? The serpent in the sun? Radarmur? I'm no holy man, but joking about dead gods feels wrong. But as opposite of a Radarmur as it gets, this one's determined to swallow us all. The skull looks skeptical. Killing a Sundra is a big enough tale on its own, for now. Let's get ready to leave. Not to sound ungrateful, but this place, it's all we have, it's our home. Don't be stupid, more dredge are coming. Wanting to defend what's yours isn't stupid, you know that. I know this village lost fighters today, so they have less of a chance defending themselves tomorrow. Rook is right. I hope their defeat here today would keep the dredge away. But when voiced, the skull looks around at the small huts of this village. Postcard is the only place I've seen in my life. This village is all my family knows. Are things really as tragic as you are making them sound? Probably worse. It's all good. All good. Ale looks back and forth between you and Ivor before nodding. Packing and tending to our dead will take some time, but I'll have everyone on ships soon. Ale heads off to the village to organize supplies. Ivor, one of the giants known as a Warl. They really are emphasizing that they are Warl. Like, we know. Has fought the dredge in the North Winters, personally killing the Sunder race and lost an arm to the Sunder Bellower. He has been by your side through everything, including the death of your daughter. Now you feel the weight of his full attention. What you pulled out there, fighting the dredge alone, was tied to Alet at all? Was that tied to Alet at all? No, never. I'm trying my best to hold it all together. Let's go for that. Keep holding it all in, and you'll lose it when these people need you most. Alet was my reason for leaving after Aldis died. I remember. But make this caravan your reason now. There is still plenty for you to do. He walks towards the village, leaving you alone with your thoughts. These backgrounds are just gorgeous. That's what my backyard looks as well, by the way. Chapter 8. What about the first one? Minus 12 supplies. Morale declined. The traveling merchants are surprisingly well stocked. Ubina, the old warrior, dubbed Scrivener, says, since Borsgard our numbers have grown, people have scavenged for food and eaten it too. Regardless, we'll need plenty of supplies, considering our destination. Yeah, chapter 8 in 25 minutes already. How long is this game? Yeah, the other 7 chapters were the original game. This is just a direct continuation of the story. We're gonna find the merchants. You can miss them, he says. A group of tents they called market. What kind of supplies? Stuff like food and meat for the trip. Of course, you can't go on a trip without meat. The merchants have got a few interesting items as well, but folks can't eat those in lean times. You'll have to choose wisely. Even your renown will only stretch so far. Thanks, Ubin. Of course, he says. Oh, almost forgot. There is something ruffling the feathers of the ravens, the mercenaries who followed us from Borsgard. Chat with their leader, Bulwark, but be careful, he's not like other Warl. This melon gives you information about your caravan, including population, supplies, renown, blah 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 blah. Oh, it is a medallion. Provisions, so 9 days of supplies. Larger population requires more supplies per day to survive. You can acquire more supplies. Let's go see the market. These are the supplies the merchant has available. He will give you 5 per renown, and you need 12 supplies per day to survive. This shows what you got. Oh, what you have. Your 111 supplies will last 9 days. You have 21 renown available to purchase supplies. Click this button to add 15 or more supplies to your caravan. The area to the left will show how these supplies affect your caravan. Björn Avlander. Ah, gotta love this kinda fake Norwegian. Market also has items available. These items are equipped by your heroes and can provide great advantage. The required hero rank is shown in red circles. All talents. Nice. 1 will per turn, that's amazing. I remember getting these was really difficult in the first game. Do you know Koskiryu? I remember him from somewhere, but I don't know from where. He is watching here every now and then. Super Dancer. I don't know more than that. I just know he comes here to watch my stream. 2 arm per turn. Plus 3 will per kill. I'm gonna add a couple more supplies. Just to be careful. Start this game. I would love to buy one, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's talk to this lady first. Oatleaf, your former chieftain's widow, is demonstrating fletching an arrow to a few people as you approach. Give us a moment, will ya? The group walks away from as Oatleaf stands and wipes loose feathers from her tunic. I doubt you are here to explain your actions with a dredge. I just missed. Do I need to? She looks in silence for a moment before clearing her throat. I want to discuss the clansmen. They are good at scavenging food while we travel, but we could use more fighters. But training them takes time. I'm not sure we have much of that to spare. Then you just have to find a balance that works. We are okay for now, but who knows how our needs will change. I see, thanks. You turn to leave, but Oatleaf places a hand on your shoulder. We should talk, Rook, at some point. Talk about what? You. Not you, the leader, but the man I knew from Skugra. She gives you a faint smile and returns to her fletching. This guy is awesome. I liked him in the first game. Dwarf mercenary leader Bolwerk and a rather large female fighter are talking to Juno, a member of the spell-weaving Mender's Council. Bolwerk looks annoyed. Nothing unusual. There is no haggling on this. You already accepted the offering. Or the offer in Borisgard. Get this one to do it. Get me to do what? Hey Quingali. If Juno is surprised by your presence, it doesn't show. She continues to stare straight at the wall. Rook is seeing the survival of this caravan. Something you care. Something I doubt you care to do. He won't be seeing to anything much longer if he keeps fighting like he did earlier. Who the hell is this lady? Let's say nothing. The Valka turns to you with a brief smile. I'm glad you're not easily provoked. Unfortunately, what we're discussing stays between us for now. Her look at Bolwerk says she expects him to keep it private. Even the needs my help with healing the wounded, but we should leave soon. See Hakon at the dock when you're ready. Juno leaves without another word. Fine, Valka. One of these days, Claw and Fang will get thirsty for the blood, for the Spellweaver's blood. Claw and Fang, his axes. The large axe heads are polished, the blades sharp, and the cheeks scarred from plenty of use. It's the grey handles that stand out. They are unlike anything you've seen before. How far are you in? Not very far. We did basically tutorial part of Quingali. We watched the recap of the first game, and then did a small tutorial fight. There was basically some dredge attacking the village where we are now in, and we just basically killed them. And the main guy, the Rook, pretty much tried to suicide there by running into Billion Dredge alone. But nothing more really. How long are you going to let Juno tell you what to do? You avoid his goading. Only to Arberang, then it's King Mainolf's job. Like he's got the answer to any of this. He'd really piss himself if he ever saw a dredge. The pigtailed fighter laughs. Have we met? I'm Folka, a shield maiden in charge of keeping the ravens alive. Bolverk gives her a stern look, but she doesn't back down. I already know who you are, chieftain. Do you have better idea than Arberang? Yeah, make a new plan. You think some walls and a king are going to save you? Bolverk snores and turns his attention to a large, sealed cart behind him. His bear cloak... Is that a bear? I thought it was like a wolf. His bear cloaked back indicates the conversation is over. Normal caravel morale does not affect your hero's willpower in battle. Maintain sufficient supplies and rest in camp to improve morale. Red Skull icon shows that some of your units are injured. Use rest tent to pass time and heal. Full recovery may take several days. Yay! Okay, let's go. The wooden planks of the well-used dock creak as you walk across them. Just came from someone playing this game, thought it was my imagination when they said it's version 2. I guess it's true. Well, it's more like just a continuation of the first story. Axionic. It's very much the same game, just part 2 of the story. Hakon, a warrior recently acknowledged as king of the world, paces on the dock. Not sure I was made for this, he says as you approach. Commanding in battle is one thing, but deciding how many chickens we need to bring? All of them. I'm just as lost as you are at this. Is that so? Hakon says. It seems like you were born to lead these humans. Maybe war are more yolks-headed. Ox-headed? Yolks-headed than just our horns. His laugh rambles through the dock. We are ready as we are. We are as ready as we are going to get. Let's sail. Let's go. After lighting the funeral pyre, the last villagers find seats on your rickety longships built of scrap food scavenged in Boresgar. The ravens find space around a large cart on their black-sailed vessel, or slowly move all the boats into the river's current. That banner is massive. Aleo looks ill. At least it's not the braggish she. He whispers to himself as he steps around rowers and baggage to speak with you. I'm not sure we were all built for aquatic voyages, he says, and I hear Arbrang is quite distance away. My people could use a few hours to rest on solid ground. Whatever the banner is made of, it's super light. Yeah, it's magical. The hopeful looks from others sway you, and you signal for the ships to make land. Would you mind telling me why the capital is our destination? I ask. I don't know. Arabrang's walls have never been breached. Ah, of course. The growing walls should certainly keep a Dredge army at bay. Shouldn't they? You say nothing. Dredge, Alia says, almost in awe. Man and War's storied foe from oh so ever long ago. But they're real, and here. How have they made it so far south? His glance at the war is met with both anger and shame. The launching ropes gently, and the Skald grabs a rope to steady himself. If only we had the fabled horses to ride upon, we would outpace the Dredge and be on sound footing. His dramatized misery is almost as amusing as his thanks when he steps back on the land. Just woke up. Never slept this crazy long, or remember several dreams you had. Might be dying or something. Nice. This is the map of the world. You can explore it by dragging the mouse to pan and using the mouse wheel to zoom. This map is awesome. I really like that. I like this. So where are we? We are here. We started the first game started around this area in the Strand, I think. And they made their way to Grofheim, I think. And then shit hit the fan and they went south. And the other group started somewhere here, I think. And they met in the Boresgard, and that's where the first game ended. It's nice that he's dying. Yeah. It happens. The location of your caravan is indicated. Yeah, we know. Prior to arriving to Elias village, the caravan had hurriedly embarked from Boresgard in the wake of a devastating siege led by Bellover and his armies. Click Boresgard. Oh, you can click on these now. An aging and senile mess of a city that can't remember whether it wants to sell you something or steal everything you've got. While Ormsdal grew early into an important hub of trade, its twin city Boresgard became the place to buy things nobody else was willing to hog. It's greatly supported by the potent items harvested in the Renivik and Tistal, and plagued by huge disparities between the extremely rich and suffering poor. The caravan is attempting to reach Ormsdal by river on the way to Arberang. As Strom led some of the first men east, Ormsdal was one of the most important places they settled. Nestled in the crook where the Ormsa river splits. If Boresgard and Ormsdal were twins, Ormsdal would be the righteous brother trying to keep his evil twin from hurting anyone else. Reaching Arberang, the human capital, is the ultimate goal of the caravan. It is hoped that the walls of the ancient city will provide a safety against the deepening catastrophe. From humble beginnings to the eventual seat of power for the king, Arberang is the most populated and contested city throughout the human lands. Its towering obsidian walls have been pulled from the depths by the weaving powers of the Menders. As each generation of residents builds another ring of walls, the city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. Okay. It's a lot of places. What is this Swart bog? So basically black bog. A stinking mire of mud and marsh, and a crushing disappointment to Strom and the other early men hoping to carve out a new land for themselves in the east. Even the horseborn do not linger where the earth pulls the unweary into the ground with every seeping step. Dalalond, a land of valleys where the horseborn withdrew during the Great Wars and now roam in nomadic packs. The warmer lands to the south are as sprawling and empty as they are unexplored. Longships that have sailed along its coast have found little reason to return. Let's see, it's Stromlund. Rundval was once a vast nation. The Civil War divided mankind, and a leader named Strom set out for the east, intent on creating a new kingdom there. The dream died with Strom, and the lands would become unified again, but the name stuck. Drundra's Bear, an enormous land of ice separated from the rest of the world by a frozen strait. Drundra's Bear is the sort of place you name after the gods and leave them to them as well. The few who have explored the blasted wasteland have either found nothing or never been found again. What is this? The constellations. Well, the constellations at one time represented not only the gods, but the way to navigate the seas at night. Since the gods have died, the stars form nothing but random faint patterns. The cardinal directions. Early did mankind begin sailing up and down the coasts, but also out into the vast, searching for new continents. Of the many secrets the early sailors learned was the sunstone, which helped them to deduct the direction they were sailing, even with the sun shrouded behind the clouds. Vetur Sea. Let's go. Okay, so we can return to the map from there. Number of days is shown here. Okay. Morale. Number of supplies, we know. And that's where you camp. Lots of tutorial. A strangely familiar man with a spear and tattoos beckons to you. His movements are somewhat odd, almost comical. That's Trygvi. Thought he looked familiar. You wouldn't be confused by Trygvi's presence if you would supported this journey long ago. Is that a reference to the Kickstarter project? This game was originally Kickstarted, and I think he was like some special character from that. What? The man's eyes glaze over for a moment before clearing. He now acts like your old friends. I've lost it. Lost what? My desire to keep going. The same as you. I understand, but we have to keep moving. Bah, you don't really mean that. But you did once, and will again, unless you go down with your ship, Captain. Truvki starts to laugh. It's disturbing, and as you walk away, you hear him singing. Yellow and blue will lie to you, lie to you, lie to you. Okay. Let's rest, as they ask me to do. Check the heroes. Impale. This promotion took a renown, if I remember correctly. I feel like some of these people died in the first playthrough. I remember Gun Elf is a really awesome guy, and I like Hakon as well. Stick Awind in there as well. There's our happy group. Let's see. Promote. Much to choose from. 13. Yeah, no, let's not. Oddleaf was a nice one as well. Oh yeah, Oddleaf, the archer lady. Yeah, she's really good. Turns in a row. Nice. Oh, you can choose an ability. Well, I guess there's no much to choose from. 13. Yeah, no, let's not. Oddleaf was a nice one as well. Oh yeah, Oddleaf, the archer lady. Yeah, she's really good. Was 10% times strength damage. The only odd name Norwegian vice there is the main character's name, Rook, not really Nordic. Yeah. But all the other stuff is very, very Scandinavian. Rook was also from like the eastern part of the continent. So maybe it's a bit different there. We have some items here. I'll hit this bracelet. Bjargen rune. 15% dodge, strength attacks. Lightning rune stone. +1 drawing aggro. Nice. +1 move. +10% dodge. There's all kinds of stuff. Tortoise band. +2 armor on rest. That's really nice. +1 arm per turn. Drunder's hand. +3 strength. Some of these items are really good. It's a male name in this day and age. Oddleif. Oddleif. What do you get on a promotion? Tempest. Oof. Tempest is amazing. I remember you having a Tempest previously. I'm gonna promote you. Let's get you a Tempest. And 2 points. You have 14 armor. Holy crap, you're tanky. Let's give the movement thing for you. Can't really do the promotions yet. Let's see. Is this what is this though? This is strength. Oops. Armor. Defy. Stubborn. Dodge. Oh, the armor is armor, of course. Plus will. Gun elf. It's +3 armor one. +2 armor on rest. Actually, you're tanky as hell. So let's get you the. Instead of 1 armor per turn, holy crap. This aggro thing. And you take that plus armor each turn. Actually, No, you cannot have that. Hakon, you get that. Awind is the mender, which is basically a healer. Let's go with that. There we go. And we're ready. Let's go. Shouted over the stern several ships toward the bank. You have no choice but to call the other vessels to halt as well. By the time you land, a crowd has gathered by the water. We basically got nowhere. A man in fine clothes and missing a hand stands in the center of the others. He smirks as you approach. Hey, Hazarus. Ruga. And here he is, a fine self-proclaimed ruler of us all. Are you the reason for this delay? I don't answer questions from backwater scum, no matter how high they have risen in the pond. Then I'll stop asking. Get back on the boat. You don't know who you're talking to, do you? Ah, Rook, you might not remember when we first arrived in Borskard, but I went with Bulwark to speak with the governor. What's your point? Well, this Ruga, the governor, Ludin the entitled Prince of Aberrang, who joined you in Einar Toft, steps forward from the gathering crowd. The former governor of what was Borskard, actually. This guy is a dick. We punched him, I think, in the first game. Careful, Prince. Rivers are dangerous, especially this far from your papa's side. The threat causes a few gasps from the clansmen. Ludin's bodyguard, the usual quiet wall Bersi, growls but is waved off by the young prince. By the way, the training ground is very useful in the Banner Saga 2, since completing challenges gives you easy renown. And yes, the princess can't. Yes, he is. The Mender and I were just discussing Rook's banner. It'll make a nice addition to Borskard's. That's not going to happen. Never knew that you had Peepster Vikings? Yeah. These aren't the rules of the woods anymore, Rook. You're among men now. Try to act like one. If anything, Rook's banner would join Aberrang's. Or are you claiming to control the entire kingdom too? I'm just trying to guide my vulnerable prince home, with some dignity and proper leadership. It was Rook who led the fight against Bellower, while you hid in your great hall, Governor. Overseeing a besieged town isn't hiding, Mender, just as fighting in a battle isn't necessarily leading. But Rook kept us alive across the frozen wastes. He did, cries a man. Saved us at Einartoft too. A woman adds. Others join in, listing your deeds and cheering your name. Then it's settled. No more delays. Rook is our official guide to Aberrang, but will consult with me on major decisions. Great. Everyone just get back to the boat. Let's leave this idiot here. The helmet guard next to Ruga makes a gesture for only the governor to see. Ruga laughs at the crowd as the crowd disperses. Prince, your guide has a lot to learn before Aberrang. Morale declines. Where is that training ground, Ihazars?